Hey guys, good evening. Welcome once again. It is Friday night, 7 p.m. That can only mean one thing: time for the 1 hour live stream. And I see we've got the gang all back together here in the chat. We've got Buddy, we've got Steve, we've got Mark, we've got Wolf, we've got Aaron. Gentlemen, how has your week been? Hope you guys had a great week. Mine was so, but week's over. Time to get the weekend underway. Joining us on the shelf this week, we have got the Showboat, BB 55, USS North Carolina. We've got Old Reliable, one of our favorite White Star and one of our favorite ocean liners ever, Olympic. And we have BB 39, USS Arizona. Steve, wow, it is, let's see. Steve is coming to us from Chandler, Arizona. Are you at your railroad car, Steve? Wolf says, great selection of ships. I couldn't agree more, Wolf. So, with that, we're going to go ahead and get things underway here. All ahead, full. Mark says, yay, Olympic. Stay tuned, Mark. All right, let's see. Let me get our screen share up here. And there we go. We're going to do a little Warships footage like we always do and just have some fun chatting. Here we go. New ship added to the digital fleet for the second week in a row, guys. We have, as you can see, the Cleveland class. What is significant about the Cleveland class? Well, a few things, and we're going to get into that. But first, couple of museum ship news updates. Will's pretty excited here. Yep, I got her actually yesterday in the game. Will says, love the Clevelands. Absolutely. So, couple of museum ship updates, guys. We'll start off with Kid. These are not very huge updates, but they are updates. Concerning Kid, they made a post on their Facebook page earlier this week that they are going to be selling rivets from the ship at the museum store. I can't wait. So, excuse me. They haven't released any details yet, but they actually had like a little video short, and it looked like Tim walking around in the dry dock, and he's got a big bucket in his hand, and he's putting rivets. I'm not sure if it was Tim, but I think it was. So that is coming. Again, they have not released details yet as far as pricing and availability. I imagine we're going to learn about that in the coming weeks. By the way, Kid is premiering a new video right now. So when we're done here, I am going to go over and watch that before I pick whatever movie I'm going to be watching tonight. More on that later. So yeah, I will finally have a piece or pieces of the Kid in my ship collection. So as you guys know, Alabama is one of my favorite ships. I love BB-60. Have a model of her, haven't started building her yet, but I always have a physical piece of BB-60 on stream every single week. And here it is, piece of the teak deck. Let me go full screen here. So yeah, this is an actual piece of teak deck, original teak deck from the Alabama. And I always have that on the shelf with me. So it's going to be really cool. In addition to having an actual piece of Alabama, to have an actual piece, again, or pieces of Kid. So with that, transitioning to Alabama, they have some. They've released some dates of upcoming events at the museum at Battleship Memorial Park, and I've got the list right here. It is the 2025 Living History Crew dates. So that is when they do their historical reenactments, and the schedule has been released. The dates are as follows: February 22nd, April 12th, June 7th, August 23rd, October 25th, and December 6th. So I don't know yet which ones I will be making, but I'm going to at least try to make like 2 of them, possibly 3, depending on, how the year plays out. Excuse me, guys. Mark, I'm going to watch The Kid next, as I will be as well. I imagine that's why Erica's not with us tonight. He's probably watching their video, which is totally fine. If you want to go watch their video instead, I, of course, have no problem with that. You guys know I'm a big supporter of The Kid. Hey, I turned away. I turned away from the camera, Steve. You shouldn't have been able to see that. Maybe I just need to go off of camera when I do that. But speaking of one more thing about Alabama, for those of you that were here last week, you may recall we were talking about when Alabama was active. I'd read supposedly there might have been something where Alabama was actually hunting the Tirpitz. I don't know if you guys remember that conversation, but if you do, someone responded on the in the comments to last week's live stream about that, and assuming they're correct, this is what they had to say. The Alabama's first assignment was to the British Home Fleet with her sister South Dakota to assist in escorting supply convoys to the USSR. It was hoped that this could lure Tirpitz out of its Norwegian fjord hideout. Sadly, she did not take the bait. So pretty cool info. I replied, great info. Thanks for sharing. And I promised I'd mention it on the stream this week. So assuming that's legit, that's pretty cool stuff. Buddy, make sure you close the watertight doors. Oh, when we are sailing, we always sail with the watertight doors closed. If Britannic was sailing with the watertight doors closed, she might have made it a little longer. Yeah, exactly, Wolf. Like I said, assuming that's true, that's pretty cool. But anyway, again, we've got the Cleveland class up here, and we're going to go into why that is significant. And by the way, Steve, since you're with us this week, any news happening with the Queen Mary lately? Anything going on there? So, the Cleveland class. I was working very hard to get this ship for this week because I wanted to touch on it. You'll be right back. No worries, buddy. Take your time. We're here for another 50 minutes. One of the reasons why I want to talk about the Clevelands, in case you guys, for those you may or may not remember, when we had Shane Stevenson from the Buffalo Naval Park on the channel, he and I did the live stream on their channel. The replay is available here. We talked about USS Little Rock, which is one of the ship. Oh, wow. We talked about USS Little Rock, which is a Cleveland class cruiser that is at the Buffalo Naval Park. Steve, we'll have more info in a few weeks. Got some news coming up soon. Excellent. Well, I can't wait to hear it. I hope it's good news. But anyway, yeah, she's one of the ships at the Buffalo Naval Park, and I've been thinking about that park a lot lately because I've had the Sullivans on the brain a lot lately. I recently watched what's the name of it? The Fighting Sullivans movie, which was really good. I enjoyed that. But anyway, when I ordered my little challenge coin here, the Sullivans challenge coin from the park, they sent me this pretty cool sticker right there and a brochure of the museum. And we've got some information. Let's see. Here and here. And then you've actually got, you open it up and you've got this here. Like it gives you the numbers in case you want to do the self-guided tour of the three ships. You know, you always start off with number one and, you know, count up. Weird there isn't a model of Little Rock, right? Or just a Cleveland class in general. Aaron, wow, Cleveland class, top speed, 32.5 knots. Yes, sir. She's looking pretty rough right there, but we took some damage in that round. But anyway, USS Little Rock, guys. And I'm actually going to read their thing right here in the brochure about Little Rock. So she was commissioned in 1945, decommissioned in 1976, length 610 feet. She's got a beam of 66 feet, displacement of 11,500 tons. Her crew complement is 1,400 sailors and Marines. Go Marines. Oh, Wolf, there are Cleveland class models. You have one. Okay. So I could always buy a Cleveland class model and convert it to Little Rock. So here's what their write-up of the ship is. USS Little Rock, a Cold War flagship of the U.S. 2nd and 6th Fleet, is the last surviving vessel from the Cleveland class of light cruisers in the world. Originally classified as CL-92, USS Little Rock was one of the three ships to be converted into a Galveston-class guided missile cruiser and was recommissioned in 1960 as CLG-4. The ship patrolled the Atlantic from the Arctic Circle to South America and was a fixture in the Mediterranean Sea. USS Little Rock arrived in Buffalo for display in 1977. Yeah, so if you recall the story that Shane told us about Little Rock, they were on their way to get, I think it might have been the Philadelphia shipyard. I don't remember for sure, so don't hold me to that. But whatever yard they were going to pick up Sullivan's from, when they're getting ready to pick her up, they're like, hey, we got Little Rock here too. You want Little Rock? And the museum said, sure, we'll take Little Rock. And that is that's how Little Rock got preserved. Now, she's extremely unique because, I mean, really, she is two different class of ships. As we saw, or excuse me, as we just read, she started off life as a Cleveland class light cruiser and was later converted into a Galveston class missile guided cruiser. Some of the earliest guided missile technology we had in the United States. So she belongs to each class, and I don't know if there are any Galveston class ships left, but we know for sure, as we just read, she is the last of the Cleveland class. So another last of her kind, you know, and there's quite a few of them out there. I think of USS Stewart. She is the last of her class down there in Galveston. She's a Edsel class destroyer. I do not know offhand what type of or what class of ship Slater was. But I have to look into that and see if Slater is the last of her class as well. Yeah, so there we go. Cleveland is the last Cleveland and Galveston class. So there you go. She's the last of both. Oh, and speaking of Galveston, I think today I finally nailed the date of when I will be going to do the restoration tour of BB-35 Texas. Let's see. USS Salem is the last heavy cruiser and the last of her own class. So that's another last of her class. Here we go. Thank you, Aaron. USS Slater is a Cannon class destroyer. I might have to reach out to, I think his name is John at the Slater, that always does the History X podcast with Tim and Shane, and I believe Ken is it's his channel. I believe that's his name, Ken. He's the host of it. I want to say it's John at the Slater. Might have to reach out to him and see if he wants to come on and talk to us about Slater. Matt's here. Matt, you got your popcorn ready? I'll be making popcorn after the stream to go with whichever movie I decide to watch. Yep, Steve, the Mafia. Yes, the museum ship Mafia. They were on recently too, but Tim wasn't on. It was Shane. Pretty sure it was the guy from Slater, and I forget who else. They also usually, or not usually, but they've been getting the guy who runs the museum ships Facebook page. And I follow that one a lot. I'll read a lot of stuff with that one. So that in itself is a discussion. Where are you guys at with all the different ship groups on Facebook? Do you follow any of them? Do you read them? There's some of them I've kind of I've got annoyed with them and left some of them. Museum ships is not one because there's not a lot of drama there. I found a mistake I made in sealing up the shower. Had to fix it before the silicone dried. Cool deal. So yeah, essentially, Marfallow's old ships pages. They might be one of the ones that I kind of got fed up with and left, Mark. I don't remember which ones exactly that I left, but the ones who are not cutting out the crap when it comes to the whole switch theory, the ones who are continuously letting people talk about that, I'm done with those. I'm fed up with them. So I've moved on. You actually have there's actually a it's RMS Titanic. There's a number of Titanic ones. The ones with Titanic in the name, like Titanic Historical Society, Titanic International Society, whatever. I think there's one called RMS Titanic. There's one called RMS Olympic. They've clamped down on that crap, so I haven't left those yet. Wolf says I'm on Facebook once. No, Mark's on Facebook once in a while. Wolf says I don't follow any ship communities besides on Discord, and I'm quite annoyed by a few of them. Can you? Okay. Well, I was about to ask you if you could elaborate, Wolf, but I see you did. I'm trying to catch up on the comments. Matt, I unfollowed a few of the Titanic pages, tired of hearing conspiracy theories. Yep, I am with you, Matt. That's why I have unfollowed a lot of them as well. Well, if I get annoyed, how many people complain about the surviving ships rather than enjoy and be glad about the ones we have? Absolutely. If you going back to the Buffalo Museum for a minute, hang on, here we go. Mark, are you paying attention? Look who's here. Steve, agreed. Wolf, yes. Switch Theory is also annoyed. Look who is here, Wolf. Mark, it's been a while since we've had her here digitally, but here she is, our beautiful, wonderful, old, reliable. She is making an appearance. It's been a while, and in case everyone's forgot, this is from the game Simple Planes. Our buddy Milan recorded this. He made this. He sent it to me so we can play it on stream. We haven't looked at it in a while. I figured it was time. And Milan hasn't been active on the Discord lately. Milan, if you're out there, reach out. Let me know. Let me know how you're doing, my friend. I hope all is well with you. Let's see. Wolf, plus I find it annoying how many people say they should have saved a German World War II cruiser and a Japanese battleship. It's quite comical how often it's talked about. I'm not seeing any comments like that, Wolf, in any of the groups I've been in. Steve, yeah, in her pre-Titanic appearance, her original Olympics original configuration appearance here. Yes, 1911, before the 1913 refit, and that is how the model is as well. This is Olympic in her 1911 original configuration. And it even says it on the box. I don't know how well you can see it, but it says RMS Olympic in 1911. Did you guys watch the short this week that I did about Olympic? I know Wolf did because we talked about both Olympic and the HMS Audacious, which obviously British battleship, hence HMS. And Olympic tried to physically save the ship along with a couple of other British warships. Steve says, I hate to bow early, about to go pick up dinner. No problem, Steve. Enjoy dinner, whatever it's going to be. Everybody did hide the rum when they saw Steve got here, right? But yeah, Olympic and a few other warships tried to save the HMS Audacious from sinking because she struck a mine and was slowly sinking. They all three ships they tried to tow her. Unfortunately, were unsuccessful, but thankfully, no one died in the event. That's the best part of the whole thing. I mean, it sucks the ship was lost, but thankfully no lives were lost, and that's obviously way more important. So I wanted to go back to this comment Wolf made, talking about wanting to save a German World War II cruiser and a Japanese battleship. It's quite comical how often it's talked about. There is a German sub, a U-boat, that was preserved. It's at a museum in Chicago, I believe. As far as Japanese ships, I would think that if there are any preserved, I would think they're in Japan. We don't have any Japanese ships from that era in the United States, as far as I'm aware. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that. Yeah. Wolf, I do know about that show. The U-boat? Yeah. So earlier, I had mentioned after the stream tonight, I am going to watch one of two movies, guys. And I'm undecided which one I want to watch. Here we go. The only preserved large Japanese warship is the pre-dreadnought Mikasa, so that predates World War II, and it is in Japan. So there we go. So I got two movies I'm thinking about watching. This is one of them, Dunkirk, which I've already watched, but I found this for $1.25, so I went ahead and bought it. The other one is this one. It's called The Titanic. It's not James Cameron's Titanic. It's The Titanic. Catherine Zeta-Jones, Peter Gallagher, Marilu Henner, and George C. Scott. With Eva Marie Saint, Tim Curry, Roger Rees, Hurley Jane Kozak. Aaron, what do we got here? The Hikawa Maru was commissioned by the Navy as a hospital ship during World War II. What does some of you guys might know? What does Maru mean? I see that that name on a lot of Japanese ships. What is that? What is the historical significance of that? Does anybody know? Mark says the Titanic one is good. Okay. I thought I'm aware of this movie, Mark, but I have never actually watched it. So yeah, tonight might be the night. I'm undecided. In any event, I will come back at some point after I've watched it, and I will let you guys know what I think of it. Let's see what you got here, Matt. According to Google, in Japanese, maru means circle. Okay. Got this. Mark said, I've probably seen it before. I've watched a lot of Titanic movies. As I've mentioned many times, I've only seen the two, Cameron's Titanic and A Night to Remember. Those are the only two I've ever seen. All right, here we go. Aaron, the word maru is often added to Japanese ship names. This practice may have originated from the idea that ships were floating castles, and the word maru referred to the defensive circles that protected the castle. Okay. Mark, referring to the movie, looks familiar. Aaron, do you follow the Alabama's Facebook page? Because I looked on there earlier and I finally saw a picture of the drum during the snowstorm. So if you, I know how much you're a fan of subs. So if you want to see some pictures of the drum in the snow, go check out Alabama's Facebook page. Whoa. Okay, Wolf. Wolf says, I have never seen a Titanic movie. Wolf, I recommend A Night to Remember. That's going to be the first one. First and foremost, I recommend to you because of the historical accuracy in the movie, with the exception of how the ship sinks, and we've covered this before. Welcome back, buddy. Kids Wonder Stories, welcome. How have you been? Hope you had a good week. Oh, here we go. Look at this, guys. The ship Beautiful is back. Buddy's seen the James Cameron movie and A Night to Remember. Yeah, and that's what most of us have all seen. Check her out, guys. The ship Beautiful, right there, Aquitania. Kids, we were just looking at Olympic, but we are now looking at Aquitania. This is she's a non-playable ship in World of Warships. Yep, the ship, beautiful. But yeah, Wolf, A Night to Remember. It's a very, very good movie. It's free on YouTube. I think Mark has it on his channel. So, in fact, Mark, I will let you go ahead and pimp that here. You can post the link to it if you want. I gave you moderator status. So, yeah, that's the one I recommend. Let's see, kids, was Aquitania a Cunard ship or a White Star ship? Aquitania was Cunard. Wolf, may have to give it a watch. I highly recommend it, Wolf. I really do. It's an excellent movie. You don't know how on YouTube. Okay. Well, no worries. In the self-promotion channel on Discord, Mark, post the link in that channel on the Discord, if you will. Or you could just click on your name, like you say. Either way. Yeah, so Aquitania was a Cunard ship. Easy way to tell, the easiest way to, if you're ever not sure, White Star always ended the names of their ships back then with the letters IC, Olympic, Titanic, uh, Britannic, Baltic, Georgic, Cedric, Adriatic, etc., etc. Cunard would always end the names of their ships with the letters IA. Aquitania, Lusitania, Mauritania, Berengaria, so forth and so on. Interesting. Olympic, the oldest of the fleet, a White Star Line story, movie title idea. That could be interesting. Buddy's making a Lego Titanic movie. Interesting. And the last ship we're going to be taking a look at, guys, for the evening, at least via Warships, she's right there on the shelf. BB-39, USS Arizona. We have not seen her in a while. Kid says he loves Legos. Were you here for the fictional ships show that we did a couple of weeks ago? Wonder Stories? Because you just saw something pretty cool at the end of that, if you did, if you're a fan of Legos. Speaking of Legos, this isn't ship related, but check this out. Made a little Lego Lamborghini. The snow day, I had this. I decided to build it. Only took a couple of hours, 200 something pieces. You had school. No worries. Well, I'll tell you what, Wonder Stories, you sit tight. I'm going to go grab something to show you real quick. Something very big. All right. Let's see. So, a good thing we were talking about ships. Hopefully, you'll make the St. Louis. Okay. So here we go. Let me go full screen for this. All right. Let me get this. This thing is really huge. And some of you guys already know what I'm about to show. Here we go. Look at that. This is the Kobe Titanic. 2,800 something pieces on this. It took me a few weeks to build this thing. Let me see if I can back up without hitting the shelf. Yep, so I can get the whole thing in on the camera. Yep, so this is a 1 to 300 Kobe Titanic model. I still don't have a place to put this thing yet. It's been sitting on my kitchen table because I have no place to put it right now. What I want to do is buy some shelving that's big enough to hold it, and I'm going to put it behind me. If you look right there, you see that picture right there, and then this other one over here. I'm actually going to put some shelving down here in that area, and I'm going to put the Kobe Titanic on top of that. 1921. Was that the set that you made, Wonder Stories, the 1921? Because this big one is the 1916. But that picture right there is actually a artist's drawing of the kid in the kamikaze attack. This one over here is the Alabama heading to Mobile to begin life as a museum chef. So if you were ever wondering what those paintings are behind me, that's what those are. But yeah, there she is. And I want her, as like I said, essentially where that, where you see that, whoops, knock the stand down. So she's going to have to sit right here for the rest of the live stream until I can put her back on the stand. But yeah, in that corner is where I want her. Okay. Let's see. So let's go back to here. And yeah, let's look at Arizona for a bit. Yeah, it's no worries. Wonder Stories, I can always look it up on Google or something. She will look nice, Mark, right there. And what I'm eventually wanting to do is I'm also going to probably get like some type of big curtain or something to put over there on the side and kind of wall that off. That way you can see things behind me as well. But I really don't like the idea of showing a whole lot of my home. Sorry. I'm a bit of a private person in that regard. You know, I'm sure you guys understand. Eric, good evening, Eric. How are you? How was the video for the kid? I will be watching it as soon as we wrap up here. Is the ship you're showing the one behind you? Arizona, yes, Wonder Stories. That's the USS Arizona model right here at the bottom of the shelf. And that's the ship we're looking at here digitally, USS Arizona, the ship, you know, known all the world over from Pearl Harbor. It was great. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. I was telling everyone before you joined us, Eric, I'm going to be watching one of two movies. I haven't decided which yet. It's either going to be this, Dunkirk, which I've already seen, but I got this for $1.25, or this this Titanic movie that I've never actually seen before, and I got it for $4. But before I do that, I will be watching the video that kid recently put out. I wanted to be on that, of course, and interact in the chat, but I mean, I got to run my stream. Wonder Stories, is this a game you can play on mobile? There is a mobile version of this game. Wolf, don't you play this Warships on mobile? Eric, definitely watch it. They've got a huge amount. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, Eric. But like I said, as we got about 20 minutes left here, as soon as we're done, that's the first thing I'm doing. Well, aside from putting my Kobe Titanic here back up on my kitchen table because I don't have any other place to put it. Yeah, Wolf plays the mobile version of this game, Wonder Stories. So He might be able to answer any questions you may have about it. I play it on PC. Matt, I think it's called Warships Legends on mobile phone. Don't quote me. Wolf would know because Wolf plays it on mobile. I have actually never played the game on mobile, and I have such a huge collection of American ships on here now that I would not even consider switching to another platform just because of the amount of ships I've got now. Arizona's still on my wish list. Speaking of which, I've played her a few times, as you can see, because every once in a blue moon, they will let you play the Arizona for free for a few days. Wolf says there's two. There's let me highlight this. Referring to World of Warships on mobile, there's two. There's Blitz and Legends. You you play Blitz or played past past tense. What happened, Wolf? You're not playing anymore. I go through cycles with this game. I go every now and then. I play it for a good bit, then I put it down for a long time, then I will pick it back up. Mark never played it on mobile. Didn't know it was on mobile. You have to check it out. Yeah. Max is not here with us this week. I know Max was playing this recently, but I do not know what platform he is playing the game on. So yeah, USS Arizona. I have a huge model, much bigger than this, of the Arizona that it's on my to build list, which I've not gotten around to. I'm gonna have to post a picture of all the models that I need to or that I have sitting waiting for me to build, because I'm building quite a backlog, and I need to get some of them built. Wonder Stories. You said there was something with Lego you did on the channel. There's no Lego content as of right now on the channel, Wonder Stories. I just mentioned that I had built this little Lamborghini. This little Lego Lamborghini is the only like Lego thing I've actually built, but there is no video for it on the channel. Coming to the channel though, I did record the entire build of the Kobe Titanic, and you can expect to see that on the channel. It's probably going to be broken down into several parts because it's hours of content. So it's going to take a whole lot of time of editing. I would imagine 3, possibly 4 videos of me building the Kobe Titanic. So if that's something you're interested in, keep a lookout for it. I don't know for sure yet when that video is coming out, but you can expect it at some point on the channel. But yeah, I think I've got I've got an either 1 to 300 or a 1 to 350 USS Arizona model. This is, of course, the little bitty Revell one, the first model true model really that I built, that I had to paint it and all that stuff. I love that camera shot of the ship sailing through the waves. I always love looking at a bow shot of the ship going through the waves. And if you guys want to see a real ship going through the ocean, check out today's video of the week, which is available on the channel. It is titled Carnival Spirit Leaving Half Moon Cay. And I am at the bow of the ship, and we're sailing into the sunset. And that is actually the last video from my cruise. That's it. Like, all the content is out. It's done. It's all on the channel. It's all under its own playlist. I think it's Carnival Cruise 2024, something like that. So if you're interested in seeing that content, it's all under one playlist, so it's easy for you to access. Eric's got a funny one. I'm not a gamer, but I couldn't imagine trying to play a game like that on mobile. Then again, the only thing I use my phone for is calls and texts. I don't really play too many games on mobile device either. So I can relate. Aaron, so does Jack and Rose. Eric, I'll be watching that after the stream. Excellent. Yeah. Let's see. It would be a shame if a Lusitania moment happened to the ship, but Battleship Verizon. I don't understand your comment, buddy. Speaking of Lusitania, in a few months, it's actually it's still a little ways off. We'll have our Lusitania anniversary, of course, with Titanic as well. I've got an idea for the Titanic anniversary this year that if I can make it happen, I think everyone, including Wolf, is going to be interested in what I've got planned. It will be a shame Lusitania moment happened to the ship. Oh, okay, I got you. Aaron with the super chat, guys. Aaron with the $20. Thank you so much, Aaron. It helps more than you can possibly imagine. I've been running low. Honestly, I was thinking of canceling the paid version of StreamYard and going to the free version because I've been saying all the money that was donated, I was using that to pay for StreamYards, and that money is gone. It's been paid, all to StreamYard, and I was even as early as today, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna probably switch to the free version pretty soon. With this, Aaron, we have the good version for another month. So thank you so much, Aaron. I really, really do appreciate that. And yes, it helps more than you can imagine. Aaron, I just thought of something too. I wanted to talk about this last week and I forgot, but it's okay because you weren't here. But now that you are here, last year you went to some type of Titanic exhibit, and you posted a video of it on your channel. Do you remember what the name of that exhibit was? Because hang on, where's my phone? Let me find this thing that so I want to show you something. Let's see. Hang on, let me screenshot something here because I don't want to give out personal information, and some of this has got personal information on it. So let's see. Right here. Let's save that. We've got another super chat. Matt with the $20. Thank you. Thank you so much, my friend. That is so much appreciated. We've got the good version for another 2 months now, gentlemen. Thank you guys so much. I really, really do appreciate that. I truly do. That's amazing. I don't know what to say. Thank you guys so much. Let's see. And I was mentioning earlier a Titanic experience, not experience. Yeah. Well, for the anniversary of Titanic this year, the idea that I'm kicking around in my head will definitely require the paid version of StreamYard. So in that month, I'm going to pay for it myself if I have to. I can't share details yet because it involves other people, and I have not even approached those people yet. So, like I said, I'm still formulating the idea in my head, and so keep an idea. Keep an eye out for that. Oh my goodness, guys, what are you doing? Holy, Eric with the $20 as well. Eric, thank you so much. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm almost embarrassed. Thank you guys so much. That is so amazing, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. Wow. Kind of losing my my chain of thought here for a second. Wow, that is so amazing, guys. Thank you. Aaron, Matt, Eric, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. That's amazing, guys. Wow. Am I blushing? Is my face turning red? Buddy, I gotta go. Getting a little bit tired. Thanks again. No problem, buddy. Thank you for hanging out as always. We appreciate you being on. Eric, we enjoy the content weekly live thought. Thank you so much, Eric. I appreciate that. I love just coming on here and hanging out with you guys every week and just, talking about this stuff that we are so passionate about, whether it's the ocean liners, the warships. We have a great, wonderful community here. And, we're a small community, but we're a good community. We have great interaction. There's no drama, which is one of my favorite parts. But yeah, I'm so grateful to all of you guys. Truly, I really am. Just for coming and hanging out with me and just talking with me every week is just that within itself makes this worth it. But anyway, before I got sidetracked, Aaron. So check this out. This might be the same thing that you did. So let's see. Titanic, an immersive voyage. This is coming to my area. So we're going to be doing this. I believe my tickets are in March. Let's see. Well, I love this community as well. This is definitely my favorite ship community. Wolf, how much I've enjoyed having you here. You're my warships guy. When I've got a question about warships, any type of warship that I'm not familiar with, you're my go-to guy. You know that. It is the same one, Eric. And that's what Aaron was with the yes for. So it's the same one that you did. I cannot wait. It's funny. I found the where's that going to be? Eric, it's going to be in New Orleans. It is going to be in New Orleans. So if you would like, I can send you the information for it on Discord if you like. Aaron says, do the VR stuff. It will blow you away. Noted. Was that included in the price of your ticket, Aaron? Or did you have to pay extra for that? Wolf, I'm glad to be the go-to person for Warship Facts. Yes, you most certainly are, Wolf. And as much as you love being here, it's as much as I love having you here. Truly, I really, I'm grateful to you for being a part of our community. I really am. Let's see. Eric says, please do. Okay. Yeah. Once we're done, Eric, I will send you that information. Aaron says $5 for the VR. Done. I've got $5. So yeah, I purchased tickets for it. When I first saw it, I don't know, maybe a week or two ago, um, I signed up for early access for the tickets, and that happened Wednesday this week. I think it was made available. So as soon as I got the notification, bam, bought the tickets. And I bought the photo package. So they said you can choose whatever digital background you want, and you get that behind you. It was like an extra $10, which is fine by me because some of these places you go to, $40. They want $40 for that crap. I'm talking like I've been to Graceland. Went to Graceland a few years ago, and they wanted $40 for a similar type of image. Couple of museum ships, $40. Not going to say which ones, but yeah, $40. I'm not paying $40 for a photo. I'll pay $10 for a photo. I think that's what I paid for my photo with the captain of the Spirit. I think it was no, I paid $20 for that, but I was willing to do that because it's my first ever real ship that I was on, and I got to meet the captain and shake his hand. So yeah, that was worth $20. I could live with that. So yeah, I got no problem paying the $10. Well, $40 for a photo. That's absurd. Yeah. They wanted $40. Now, when you go in with other people, it's not so bad. But when you're buying it by yourself, I'm not. Again, I'm not. I just can't see spending that much money for a photo. And especially not when you can go on the ship and get all the selfies of yourself in the world, or if you're with friends or family, you're taking pictures all over the ship. And that's just one cool thing I'll say about most museum ships. They don't care if you're getting video or photos because half of them now have virtual tours of the ship on their website that you're not even paying to go to the museum. You essentially tour the ship for free. But there's nothing can substitute going on the physical ship. Unfortunately, they do that really for for people that are handicapped and may not be able to get up and down the steps and all the tight corners and the raised doorways that are in a lot of the ships. So that's really why they do it. But you can still do it yourself if you wanted to. But go see the show. Go see it for yourself. I was mentioning earlier, I have a pretty firm date now in my mind of when I'm going to go see Texas, and that's going to be relatively soon. I'd love to get out to the Buffalo Naval Park this year if I could. I also want to get back to the North Carolina at some point. When I go see Texas, the Galveston Naval Museum is definitely on the agenda because you could almost walk to that museum from where the Texas is at. So I'm going to see Stewart in her new Dazzle scheme that she was not painted in last time I was there, and Cavala again. Eric, I'm trying to figure out how to talk Tim into giving me a tour of kids' engineering spaces. So of course, Eric, there's zero, as we know, there's zero chance of that happening when she's in dry dock. But when she gets back, talk to him. The most he can do is say no. And I wouldn't mind seeing that myself. Aaron says, "Good luck with that." No, I mean when she's back in Baton Rouge, he might do it. I can't really think of a reason why he wouldn't. But I mean, obviously in dry dock, no, nobody's going to see the ship in dry dock, and that's just the way it is. So, guys, we are at the 1 hour mark. So I'm going to get ready to wrap it up here. Remember, if you have not seen the new video that Kid put out, make sure you go and watch it. That's the first thing I do when I get off of here. In addition to sending Eric that information about that Titanic attraction. Eric, I've been told no before, but it doesn't hurt too bad. Yeah. Um, you never know. Mark says, awesome stream. Thank you, Mark. Glad you enjoyed it. Aaron, great stream. You do a good job. And thank you so much, Aaron. I really appreciate that. Wolf, great stream. Thank you guys so much for hanging out as always. Wow, I love you guys. Thank you all so much. Our content schedule is, as always, Monday through Friday is our random video short. Have you guys been enjoying the historic shorts, by the way? The ones where I'm putting out, like this week, I talked about the USS Pittsburgh being stuck in the typhoon. I talked about Olympic trying to help save Audacious. And, what are you guys thinking about those? Are you guys enjoying those? I hope so. Thanks for all you do. No, Eric, thank you. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Steve, I'm glad you got to be here as well, my friend. Aaron says, I watch every video. Aaron, I know you are still a member. Steve, I don't know if you are still a member or not, but guys, there is the first full-length video for the members only is now available on the channel. I know you guys get early access to the videos that go public, but this video is never going public. This is for members only. So go to your members section. There's the members only channel or playlist, and look for that if you've not seen it. That is for you guys. Wolf says they're great, referring to the historic shorts. Excellent. I'm glad you enjoying those, Wolf. So yeah, that is I mentioned our weekly short stream or schedule, our live streams 1 hour every week, Fridays at 7:00 p.m. and our weekly videos 7 a.m. Every Friday morning. That's what I got for you guys this week. Thank you guys so much as always. Go watch the kids' video if you haven't. Thank you guys again so much for the super chats. That means the world to me. You guys don't know how much that means to me, that you support the channel that much. Have a good night, guys. Enjoy your weekend. And of course, you guys will be seeing me on the Discord. And as always, until the next time, you guys know the drill. Drive safely.